YouTubers and fellow airsofters. I got something a little bit different for you this time around. Basically what we're looking at here is the Aretec pistol kit for the WE-M4s. Basically it takes your M4 carbine, CQB or whatever type platform, M4, M16 that you're running, and turns it into a short barrel pistol kit, as you see here. It's actually pretty neat how it all works. I'll show you how it goes together. I believe this also works for the 416 because the upper threads are the same, so it should work for the 416. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it will. Basically, what it is I have a 3-inch barrel in here, so the barrel is only yay long. But chrono is pretty decent, but she shoots actually pretty nice. It's amazing on how far the little thing shoots. But basically this here is all done up. I actually added a rail underneath here. It doesn't come with a rail on here to put a grip. I just added all that on. Basically it just comes as you see here. And it doesn't come with the KX3 here neither. It comes with a just a barrel. You have to come up with your own flash hider and everything. The barrel I actually did not use. Actually have a steel outer barrel in here that I made for it. It actually works pretty nice. It's actually pretty hefty too for a little gun. Basically all I have here on the top is my Aimpoint T1 Micro and my PowerTac E5 here, which I'm getting ready. I have to run a pressure switch for it. But basically it's just looking over. As you can see, I got the Punisher body pins, the anti-rotational pins to keep the trigger box pin from moving in and out. Punisher mag release, as you can see, it just came out. Punisher vert grip here. Punisher dust cover as usual, and just the same old Punisher. You guys know me and the whole Punisher thing. So, but basically, if you want to look at it, let's pop her open here. Now, in order for it to work, you need an Aretec steel bolt, as you can see here, which is what I have. Basically, in order for it to work, you have to have this hole in the back here, which Aretec makes a weight, which is right here. This here is the extra weight that Aretec makes, and it screws in the back. So what you're going to want to do though is take this weight out, and it gives you that hole in the back, because there's a guide that sits inside the buffer here. I'll show you that makes this guide actually slide through the back here, and your bolt carrier comes back about that far, and there's a guide that extrudes from the back here into the forward here, which you'll see. So basically you probably could use a stock bolt, but you're going to want to drill a hole in the back there. I'm also running the plastic nozzle here, as you can see. As you can see, that just fell out. I got to remember to pick that up. But basically, let me unscrew this buffer tube here for you, and I'll show you how all this looks. Okay, here is the kit. This is your buffer. Believe it or not, it comes like this. This is your buffer. Let's slide this off here. And this is your buffer spring, and that's your guide there. And basically what happens is your bolt here, when it recoils through, just like that. And that's how the pistol kit works. That gives it that extra clearance that you need for the bolt catch and all to still work, and that's basically how Aretec came up with it. So basically, let me get this thing back together here, and now we'll go over to the chrono it, and see what she's shooting. Alright, final thoughts on the Aretec pistol kit for the WE-M4 M16. Basically, I'm actually surprised, and I actually just astounded by on how much I actually like this little gun. It's actually fun to shoot. Like I said, it does only have a 3-inch barrel in there, so basically you're not going to get a high FPS, as you saw from the chrono. It's only shooting about 250s with .25s and about 300 with .20s. But it does have a 3-inch barrel, and it is made for the indoor play. There is no type bore in here at all, neither. It does have a Reaps, And I must say, it's amazing on how far that Reaps makes this BB fly. She gets pretty good distance, but the accuracy, I would say, after 70 feet is limited. You're not really going to get too much accuracy out of it. It's made for just basically up-close indoor CQB situations. As for the quality of it, I'm actually happy with the quality that RA-Tech put into this. It is kind of innovative on how they made the whole buffer tube set up here instead of having a regular sized buffer tube back here. I think it's pretty neat on how they came up with the whole guide rod inside and the weight taken out of the back of the bolt carrier. That's actually pretty neat. I like too how they have the QD mount here in the back for a sling, so it could just hang straight on down. The front here, I mean, I would have preferred maybe if they made a 4-inch rail system for it instead of this little, I guess you could say, smooth rail here. But you know, you can always just drill a hole like I did and then integrate a rail system yourself on there. That's basically all I did with the thing. And it's also neat too on how small it is, but yet the bolt lock option and everything still works perfectly fine on it. Which is also nice. So basically you still have all your functions and options that you would have on your regular M4 is just in a small package. So but basically, this here is my WE RA-Tech pistol kit that I just finished up. I figured I'd give you guys a look at it and tell me what you guys think. I'll be using it probably in my next gameplay video, but other than that, just let me know. Alright, and as usual, stay true and thanks for watching.